Hi Solihull sufferers, another little video from Bolt On Bits on our little old 1984 90 with 36,000 miles. For those slightly more observant, might have noticed it's on a Galv chassis. Now we still have the original chassis, but I thought we'd give you a little walk around tour of the underneath so you can have a look at what a fairly standard one looks like, so you can see how stuff fits or just general condition, things like that. So we'll have a little mosey and wander around it, and so we'll point out bits and stuff really in general. So let's a little wander. Oh, by the way, it's on the Lego truck, but we'll talk about it a bit later. We used it as a ballast for an MOT. Anyway, here we go. We'll go wandering in. So you Galv turret, springs, steeringy things, and the usual rubber little ball joint cover that always likes to perish and disappear. Little wander around, you know, trailing arms, you know, stuff like that. These I think are narrow ones, with it being an early car. How the mud flaps are fitted on the stainless brackets, you know, get an idea. A bit more Galv and how they're fastened down. Fuelie tank and the bracket. The steps for the vertically challenged, open and flappy, nice and always a bit rusty, but they are made out of steel. Wander in, and how the infamous electric pump fitted on the 2.3 Petrols. Nice, as you can see, it's nicely exposed for all the mud. That's the power feed in for the ticky. Up there, fuel. Some might have noticed that we've put a little bit more sound deadening on the outside of this one, just for you know, a little bit of more sound deadeningness. Wiring, cross member, not rotten. Galv, the wiring, stuff like that. You know, body's in pretty good nick. And note the small original Lucas reflector. Have a good look if you need to know for originality. You know, original fog lamp. But the RDX better than WIPAC. A bit more about that later. The genuine Land Rover logo. Galv. Just 7-pin electrics. Covered by some, there we go, yeah, 7-pin. Towing socket. All important heritage mud flaps. A little bit further out. Try and move in for you on the older diff on the back. There you go. And this was put on in about late 2018, so you know it's about 8-year-old now on there. And fold down step for the back for back loading. Original Galv handles. The exhaust, I think we've altered it to be a later one, just to be a bit like the for the cutout of the exhaust on the old mud flap. Bit of bracketry for the exhaust. Have a good look round. Galv, springy things, and Richard chassis, RC. Apparently I don't think they do that anymore. But, well, a bracket that's not rotten. Again, the trailing arm, bushes. See how they are? You can see that's the for the battery that's dropped down. We must have disconnected, but that is our aftermarket one. Oh, there's another one. You can see we do sell them. And the how the stay on this particular one is fitted to the side step. Now I haven't opened this one in a while, so we have a go. Oh, there we go, still working. Nice and rusty, but there you go. Original hinges, usual corrosion, bracketry, Galv, the turret, a brake pipe in the braided hosingness, and we've got what else of interest down here. There we go, a bit of suspension action, all kinds of things. There we go, doesn't seem to be too much oil down there. And there you go, there's all the underneath gubbins. just pairing. It's 2.25, nicely with an oil leak, as it should have, since it's a Land Rover. And I think a little poke of the bottom, we've put some little nut caps on them, galv bumper, our Tdis LED headlamps. Please note these are right hand drive spec, E-marked and legal. Very few are. And obviously obligatory LED matching lamps and the Land Rover 90 badge on the front. And that'll do you for now of the underneath. Bye for now.